Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello and welcome to Nirmal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Dadia. We have with us Kunal Shah, Head of Commodities Research, joining in. Kunal, welcome to the show. Firstly, it seems that the dollar index has been consolidating gains above 91, and this is ahead of the FOMC. Taking into consideration the anticipation of what FOMC is going to give out, uh, do you think, how do you think the dollar is going to react?
Yeah, so first of all, from today morning, a marginal strength in dollar has taken place. But interestingly, there has been a sell-off in the bond markets in US. So we have seen yields shooting up. So
Hmm,
yesterday, US 10-year bond yield stood at 1.55. It closed at around 1.61, and now at morning it is at 1.65. So 10 bips rise in US 10-year bond yields have led to the correction in gold prices.
correct.
It's that simple. So my view, what I given on Monday, should one should go long. That view has given went for a toss in last 2 days, where gold prices have corrected. So today, what is going to happen is FOMC meeting. What they are saying about the economic outlook, that is going to be important, and whether they are going to do any tapering or giving an indication of tapering, that will be seen. But my personal view is that they will not taper now. The overall economic scenario in US continues to remain weak relatively, and I think no major surprise is expected. Canada basically in their meeting revealed that they are going to reduce the pace of bond buying. I
Hmm.
don't think so. US is going to do that, and if they do that, I think there will be a massive sell-off in most of the asset class. So, I think FOMC meeting after FOMC meeting, you will see no announcement, status quo, and then gold or silver can rally. So, my view for the day, it may remain weak. It is already weak. It can go down by another 200, 250 rupees gold, and silver can go down by another 500 rupees because the US 10-year bond yields are up. So, and if the dollar index also goes up to 91, 30, 40, which it looks today, so I think we are going to see some bit of selling. But if somebody wants to take a risk, I think before closing market, 5-10 minutes before that, they can go long, because I think there is a good chance that it can open a gap up tomorrow morning. So if somebody wants to take a call, I'd recommend that during last 10-15 minutes of the during the closing session, you can go long in gold because it is already corrected. So my fundamental view doesn't change; it remains the same. But rising yields can lead to some bit of profit taking in gold and silver. That's it.
Right. So with this now, how would you recommend to play crude as well, Kunal? Because clearly we have the OPEC which has postponed the meeting to June. However, they are worried with regards to where demand in India goes. Do you think there could be an uptick, or do you think crude will remain in that $55 to $60 per barrel range?
Yeah, before I answer this question, I'll answer the question on gold and silver.
Hmm.
Chinmay has asked regarding the buying and selling levels. Okay, so for silver, Chinmay, I believe that 67,400. Till then, you can remain on the short side. It can come down till there. And as far as gold is concerned, it is already breached 46,900. So the next level on the downside, it can test 46,680 to 46,650. From there you can start initiating buy call. But if US 10-year bond yields are at 1.70 today evening, it can correct a bit more also. So these are the hurdle levels what on I see for the downside. And I think during closing, if you get gold around say 46,000 600 to 550, I think I will buy. I will take a chance and go long. Tomorrow morning I may see gap up opening.
Right. And Kunal, one more question is there on gold that, sir, we are buying from 48,000 and it's 1,200 points down now. So suggest what is supposed to be done.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, today, if you can't see the pain of 200, 300 rupees, then you can sell and then you can buy it when the prices goes down. If you can see the pain of 300 rupees from here, I think you should remain long, because the fact remain is that the way yields have moved up today, it means that there is some more correction in the store, but it doesn't mean that yields are going to go up only, because if there's nothing which is coming out of FOMC meeting, then you can see again yields cooling down and gold moving up. So I will, if I have to take a, if I can see a downside of 300 rupees, I will still wait for tomorrow. After FOMC meeting, we'll review and I'll advise you in the group tomorrow morning.
Right. And moving on to crude, Kunal, how would you view crude? Do you think it'll remain in that $55 to $60 range throughout the year?
Uh, well, crude oil, two things are happening. US, Europe, Canada, Israel. These are the countries, who are coming out of COVID. The cases are going down sharply. The vaccination drive is at full pace. So the consumption over there for oil is going to move up when the people come out of lockdown. And as far as OPEC supply or US crude oil supply is concerned, it is not rising at that rapid pace. So that's the reason why I believe that oil can still surprise a bit on the upside. 47.60, 65 are the levels what I'm eyeing. 4700 buying level. 46.65 would be the stop loss.
Right. So that's with regards to crude. Kunal, coming back to base metals as well now, clearly there has been selling in today's session, and that's again on the back of the dollar strength. Copper prices have paired previous gains. The forward premiums in China have fallen to 4-year low. What does this actually suggest with regards to copper as well as other base metals?
Now I think today I'm going to change my view on the base metals. I think base metals one can short today. Why? Because today during our market hours there has been some announcement which has come from China. The announcement was regarding steel. So China has raised its export duty on steel, and it has cut down the import duty on the iron ore and the other steel products. So now this is very interesting because China, if you remember, two weeks back when we did webinar, I said that China wants commodity prices to remain low. But after that, also we saw all the commodity prices shooting up, especially steel. So if, for example, I'm some auto producer, car producer, so prices of steel have gone up by what in last 2 months around by 20-25%. The price of copper, price of aluminum have gone up by 20-25%. So net, if in my car there is a 40 kg of copper use, 50 kg of aluminum use, and say 500 kg of steel is used. This is just hypothetical. So prices of these raw materials have shot up by 20-25% in last 2 weeks, last 2 months. So they cannot sustain. They cannot. The bottom line becomes for all these auto producers become an other industry. So China clearly warned that this way commodity prices are shooting up not acceptable. So now Chinese government has started to take action. So this action clearly reflects the mindset of the Chinese policymakers. So in spite of the fact that the supply remain tight, this kind of news flow will trigger some sell-off in next 1 or 2 days. So I prefer to be on the selling side for the May contract, and I'm recommending to go short in copper at 756, put a stop loss of 762, and wait for the target of 745. For zinc, you can short zinc around 235 for the May contract. Uh, Put a stop loss of 237.10 and expect prices to go down till 231.50 to 231. So I'm recommending to go short in these two commodities for evening session. And I think if not today, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, in next 2-3 days, you are going to see some meaningful correction, profit taking, whatever terminology you want to use in base metal complex. So the way aggressively I used to promote gold, the fundamentals have not changed. The view is intact, but now I am of the view that there can be some selling in next 1 or 2 days in base metals. So remain on the short side.
So remain with your shorts with regards to where base metals are concerned. That's a strong view coming in from Kunal. Thank you, participants. Thank you, Kunal, for joining in as well. We will be back on Friday.